You probably found this video because you're either thinking of moving to Montana or you've decided that's it, I am moving. And I have put together my top 5 things that I think any buyer should take into consideration when moving to Montana. Welcome to Real Estate with Korynne. I'm Korynne. I'm with Bighorn Real Estate in Billings, Montana, and I'm excited to go over my top 5 things that I think anyone should take into consideration when moving to Montana. Let's get started. Consideration number 1 would be year-round access. If you're purchasing within a city or a town, you shouldn't have any issue with this. But as we get into the more rural areas of Montana, accessing a property during the winter could potentially be an issue. Consideration number 2 is if you are connected to city services or not. If you're going to be purchasing within a city, most likely you will have connection to city sewer and water. But as soon as we get outside of a city or town or in the more rural parts, you're most likely going to be relying on a septic system for your sewer or potentially a cistern or a well for your water. Consideration number 3 should be if a property has covenants and restrictions or not. Most likely if you're purchasing within a city, there's going to be some sort of covenants and restrictions. But as we move out to more rural property, it can be a little more hit or miss. So during the process, you definitely want to vet that out before you put an offer on a property, or if not, make sure you have a contingency in place when you're purchasing a property. Consideration number 4 would be your heating source. We do have colder winters here in Montana, and some of our older properties you see limited to electric baseboard heats instead of a gas force central system. Sometimes we see wood burning stoves or pellet stoves. So really vetting out that heat source is going to be important to make sure that once we hit the winter months, you're going to be able to live comfortably within your home. Consideration number 5 should be inspections. In our markets here in Montana, it is not typical for a seller to do any pre-listing inspections. So it is going to be the responsibility of you as the buyer to complete any inspections that you deem necessary to move forward with your purchase. Well, that sums up the 5 things that you should consider when moving to Montana. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I will also include a link to my website, as well as my contact info if you are going to be moving anywhere within the Billings, Montana area. And I am also going to include right here a link to my video. If you are on the fence about moving to Montana, this will be my top 10 reasons why I think you should. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.